Hey there, welcome back. Today, we're uncovering two remarkable American coins that collectors are always on the hunt for, the 2000 P Jefferson nickel and the 1942 wheat penny. These coins might look ordinary at first glance, but their history, rarity, and potential value make them stand out. Stick around to learn what makes these coins special and why they could be worth more than just pocket change. The 2000 P nickel, also known as the Jefferson nickel. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a nickel. What's so special about it? Well, buckle up, because this little coin has a big story to tell. From its historical significance to rare errors that could make it worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars, the 2000 P nickel is a numismatic gem waiting to be discovered. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get started. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The 2000 P nickel is part of this long-standing series, but it holds a special place in numismatic history due to its unique errors and varieties. The P Mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most prestigious mints in the United States. The year 2000 was significant for the Jefferson nickel because it marked the end of an era. In 2004, the U.S. Mint introduced the Westward Journey Nickel series to commemorate the Lewis and Clark expedition, making the 2000 P nickel one of the last coins struck with the traditional design. This historical context adds to the coin's appeal and makes it a must-have for collectors. Now, here's where things get interesting. The 2000 P nickel is famous for its rare errors, which have made it a highly sought-after coin among collectors. One of the most notable errors is the speared bison variety, where a die crack or gouge creates the appearance of a spear running through the bison on the reverse of the coin. This error is incredibly rare and can significantly increase the coin's value. Another error to look out for is the doubled die obverse, where the design elements on Jefferson's profile appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die-making process. These errors are like hidden treasures, waiting to be discovered in your pocket change. If you find a 2000 P nickel with one of these errors, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, how much is a 2000 P nickel worth? A standard 2000 P nickel in circulated condition is worth exactly 5 cents, its face value. However, uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars, depending on their condition. The real money is in the error coins and rare varieties. A 2000 P nickel with a speared bison error can sell for anywhere from $300 to $1,000, depending on its grade and the severity of the error. Double die obverse coins can also command high prices, especially in higher grades. If you suspect you have a rare 2000 P nickel, it's worth having it examined by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase the value of your coin and make it easier to sell. Identifying a valuable 2000 P nickel requires a keen eye and a bit of knowledge. Here are a few tips to help you spot the key features. First, check the reverse of the coin for any unusual marks or gouges that could indicate the speared bison error. Next, examine the obverse for any signs of doubling in the design elements, which could indicate a double die error. If you suspect you found a rare variety, consider having your coin graded by a professional service. Grading not only provides an official assessment of the coin's condition but also increases its value and makes it easier to sell. Remember, even minor details can make a big difference when it comes to coin collecting. The Philadelphia Mint, where the 2000 P nickel was struck, has a long and storied history. Established in 1792, it is the oldest mint in the United States and has produced some of the most iconic coins in American history. The P Mint mark on the 2000 P nickel is a symbol of this rich heritage and adds to the coin's appeal among collectors. The Philadelphia Mint is known for its high-quality production standards, but even the best mints can produce errors. The rare varieties of the 2000 P nickel are a testament to the complexity of the coin-making process and the skill required to produce millions of coins each year. The Jefferson nickel design, introduced in 1938, has become one of the most enduring and recognizable designs in U.S. coinage. By 2000, it had been in use for over 6 decades, making it a familiar sight to generations of Americans. The 2000 P nickel represents the end of an era, as it was one of the last coins struck with this design before the Westward Journey Nickel series began in 2004. For collectors, the 2000 P nickel is a reminder of the design's longevity and its place in American numismatic history. It's a piece of history that connects the past with the present and offers a glimpse into the evolution of U.S. coinage. The Westward Journey Nickel series, introduced in 2004, revolutionized the design of the U.S. nickel by featuring unique designs that commemorated the Lewis and Clark expedition. This program marked a departure from the traditional Jefferson nickel design and brought a new level of creativity and diversity to American coinage. The 2000 P nickel, therefore, holds a special place in history as one of the last coins struck with the classic design before this wave of innovation. For collectors, it represents a bridge between the old and the new, a piece of history that connects two distinct eras of U.S. coinage. Beyond its numismatic value, the 2000p nickel is a reflection of the cultural and historical context of its time. The year 2000 was a milestone year marking the beginning of a new millennium. The nickel, as a piece of everyday currency, was part of the fabric of American life during this period of change and optimism. For collectors, the 2000p nickel serves as a tangible connection to the past, a small but meaningful artifact that tells a story about the world in which it was created. It's a reminder of the events, trends, and values that shaped the turn of the century. Collectors play a crucial role in preserving the history and legacy of coins like the 2000p nickel. By carefully cataloging, grading, and protecting these coins, collectors ensure that they remain accessible to future generations. The 2000p nickel, with its unique errors and historical significance, is a prime example of how collectors can turn everyday objects into valuable pieces of history. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 2000p nickel offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of coin collecting. It's a coin that tells a story, sparks curiosity, and inspires a sense of wonder. As time goes on, the 2000p nickel is likely to become even more collectible, especially as more people become aware of its unique errors and historical significance. The speared bison and double-die obverse errors are already highly sought after, and their rarity ensures that they will remain valuable for years to come. Additionally, the 2000p nickel's connection to the turn of the millennium adds to its appeal as a piece of history. For collectors, it's not just a coin but a time capsule that captures a moment in time. The production of the 2000p nickel involved a fascinating blend of art and science. The process began with the creation of a master die, which was used to strike the coins. Any errors in the die, such as the misalignment that caused the double die obverse, would be transferred to the coins themselves. The U.S. Mint's rigorous quality control measures were designed to catch these errors, but some inevitably slipped through, creating the rare and valuable varieties that collectors treasure today. Understanding the science behind coin production adds another layer of appreciation for the 2000p nickel and its unique place in numismatic history. While the 2000p nickel is an American coin, its appeal extends far beyond the borders of the United States. Collectors around the world are drawn to U.S. coins for their historical significance, artistic design, and potential value. The 2000p nickel, with its unique errors and connection to a pivotal moment in American history, is no exception. Whether you're in New York, Tokyo, or London, the 2000p nickel is a coin that captures the imagination and inspires a sense of wonder. It's a reminder of the universal appeal of coin collecting and the stories that coins can tell. Coin collecting is not just a hobby. It's also a responsibility. Collectors have a duty to preserve the integrity of the coins they acquire and to ensure that they are not contributing to the market for counterfeit or altered coins. The 2000p nickel, with its valuable errors, is a prime target for counterfeiters, so it's important to buy from reputable dealers and have coins authenticated by professional grading services. By adhering to ethical standards, collectors can help maintain the integrity of the numismatic community and ensure that coins like the 2000p nickel continue to be appreciated for generations to come. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the thrill of the hunt. Whether you're searching through rolls of nickels at the bank or scouring online auctions for rare errors, the possibility of finding a hidden treasure is what keeps collectors coming back for more. The 2000p nickel, with its rare varieties and potential for high value, is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into a numismatic gem. For collectors, the joy of the hunt is just as rewarding as the coins themselves. Coin collecting is not just a solitary pursuit. It's also a social activity that brings people together. Whether through local coin clubs, online forums, or national conventions, collectors have countless opportunities to connect with others who share their passion. The 2000p nickel, with its unique errors and historical significance, is a great conversation starter and a way to connect with fellow numismatists. By sharing knowledge, stories, and coins, collectors can build a sense of community and foster a deeper appreciation for the hobby. Coin collecting is not just a hobby. It's also an educational experience. By studying coins like the 2000p nickel, collectors can learn about history, art, economics, and even metallurgy. The 2000p nickel, with its connection to the turn of the millennium and the transition to the Westward Journey nickel series, offers a wealth of opportunities for learning. Whether you're a student, a teacher, or just a curious individual, the 2000p nickel is a great way to explore the fascinating world of numismatics. As technology continues to evolve, so too does the world of coin collecting. Online auctions, digital catalogs, and social media have made it easier than ever to buy, sell, and trade coins. The 2000p nickel, with its unique errors and historical significance, is a prime example of how technology is changing the way we collect. Whether you're using a smartphone to identify a rare variety or participating in an online auction to acquire a coveted coin, the future of coin collecting is bright and full of possibilities. The 1942 Lincoln wheat penny emerges from a world gripped by global conflict, a modest copper sentinel of everyday life during the seismic shifts of World War II. As the United States mobilized for war, rationing materials from rubber to sugar, the mint continued its production of cents, though the composition of these coins would soon change dramatically. The 1942 issue represents the last full year of the traditional bronze alloy, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, before the wartime emergency prompted the switch to zinc-coated steel in 1943. This transitional status, combined with the challenges of preserving copper coins through decades of circulation and scrap drives, has rendered high-grade examples of the 1942 wheat penny surprisingly elusive. Specimens in pristine, gem-quality condition, particularly those from the Denver Mint, can command prices nearing $2,500, a figure that elevates this common date coin into the realm of numismatic prestige. Mintage figures for the 1942 wheat penny reflect the scale of a nation preparing for total war. The Philadelphia Mint led production with 657,796,000 coins, followed by Denver at 206,698,000 and San Francisco with 85,590,000. These numbers, colossal by pre-war standards, underscore the penny's role in a cash-driven economy. Yet survival rates for uncirculated examples are staggeringly low. Copper's critical role in shell casings, wiring, and machinery made pennies a target of homefront patriotism. Millions were donated to scrap drives, melted into ingots, and lost to history. Those that survived often circulated heavily, their details worn smooth by countless transactions. Today, locating a 1942 wheat penny with original mint luster, sharp strikes, and unimpaired surfaces requires equal parts knowledge, patience, and serendipity. The value hierarchy of the 1942 issue hinges on mint mark, condition, and the presence of errors. Philadelphia coins, no mint mark, are the most plentiful, yet even these can reach four figures in top grades. A 1942 cent graded MS-67 read by PCGS or NGC might sell for $1,200 to $1,800, while Denver's 1942D commands higher premiums due to its lower mintage and regional circulation patterns. In MS-67 red, the 1942D has realized $2,000 to $2,500 at auction, with San Francisco's 1942S trailing slightly at $1,500 to $2,000 for equivalent grades. The price divergence stems from population reports. As of 2023, PCGS has certified only 7 1942D examples in MS-67 red, compared to 15 for Philadelphia and 12 for San Francisco. These figures, while minuscule relative to original mintages, reflect the intense competition among registry set collectors vying for the finest known specimens. Grading nuances separate the exceptional from the ordinary. Under the Sheldon scale, MS-65 red coins exhibit full detail with minor bag marks or hairline scratches visible under magnification. MS-66 red specimens approach perfection, with marks confined to inconspicuous areas, while MS-67 red coins present flawless surfaces under 5x scrutiny. Original red luster, a blazing, cartwheel brilliance that dances across the fields when tilted, is the defining trait. Copper's reactivity means most surviving 1942 pennies have toned to brown, BN, or reddish-brown, RB, but examples preserved in rolls, bank bags, or arid climates retain their fiery hue. Color consistency is paramount. Splotchy or uneven toning, even in red coins, can reduce value by 30% or more. Strike quality further differentiates premiums. Wartime production pressures led to softer strikes, particularly on Lincoln's cheekbone and the reverse wheat ears. Coins with bold, sharp details, where Lincoln's beard exhibits individual whiskers and the wheat stalks show full separation, are prized outliers. Error varieties add layers of intrigue. The 1942D is celebrated among specialists for its repunched mint mark, RPM, variations, catalogued as RPM 1 through RPM 5. These occur when the D mint mark was punched into the die multiple times, creating overlapping or distorted letters. RPM 1, the most pronounced, shows a secondary D slightly northwest of the primary mark, visible under 10x magnification. While not as dramatic as the 1955 doubled die, these varieties command 20% to 50% premiums in all grades. Another notable anomaly is the 1942 transitional error, a copper penny struck on a zinc-coated steel planchet intended for 1943 production. Only a handful exist, with prices exceeding $100,000, but their legend fuels endless searches through ordinary 1942 cents. More accessible are off-center strikes, 5% to 10% misalignment, which can fetch $50 to $300 depending on severity, and clip planchets, where incomplete blanks create crescent-shaped indentations. Historical context imbues the 1942 wheat penny with narrative weight. This coin circulated as ration books governed household consumption, victory gardens sprouted in backyards, and factories retooled for wartime production. A 1942 penny might have bought a newspaper headlining the Doolittle Raid, been dropped into a USO donation jar, or jingled in the pocket of a Rosie the Riveter commuting to a defense plant. The Denver Mint, operating under the strain of increased demand, prioritized quantity over quality, leading to the weaker strikes and die varieties collectors now scrutinize. San Francisco's output, though smaller, served a West Coast economy transformed by military bases and shipyards. Authentication challenges loom large. Counterfeiters often alter Philadelphia coins to mimic the scarcer Denver or San Francisco issues, using engraving tools to add mint marks. Telltale signs include mismatched patina around the mint mark, tooling marks, or incorrect font styles. Artificial toning, applied via heat, sulfur, or chemicals, can mimic natural oxidation but often appear splotchy or iridescent under LED light. Professional grading services employ X-ray fluorescence, XRF, to verify metallic composition, ensuring coins match the 95% copper standard. Collectors should also beware of doctored coins, examples polished to simulate mint luster or hairline from improper cleaning. Market dynamics reflect the interplay of scarcity and nostalgia. Baby boomers, inheriting collections from parents who lived through World War II, often bring high-grade 1942 pennies to market. Millennial collectors, leveraging online platforms like Heritage Auctions and Coin Community Forum, compete aggressively for top population coins, driving prices upward. The 1942D's ascent to $2,500 mirrors trends in semi-key date wheat pennies, where condition rarity eclipses mintage figures. Auction results from 2020 to 2023 show a 15% annual appreciation for MS67 red examples, outpacing many traditional investments. Preservation tactics are critical for copper's longevity. Collectors store high-grade 1942 cents in archival quality holders, avoiding PVC, which leaches destructive chlorides, and maintains stable humidity, 40 to 50% RH, to prevent verdigris. Handling coins by the edges minimizes fingerprint acids, while silica gel packets in storage boxes combat moisture. Some enthusiasts use inert gas capsules to slow oxidation, though purists argue this disrupts natural toning, a feature prized by certain collectors. The 1942 wheat penny's journey from pocket change to numismatic star encapsulates the alchemy of collecting, ordinary objects transformed by time, care, and historical resonance. For the collector, acquiring a gem-quality 1942D is not merely an acquisition but an act of curation, a way to safeguard a tangible fragment of the home for an experience. In its surfaces lie echoes of assembly lines and air raid drills, victory bonds and V-mail, a nation balancing the mundane and the monumental. As metal detectors unearth caches of corroded cents and estate sales yield forgotten rolls, the 1942 wheat penny endures, a humble witness to an era when every scrap of copper mattered, and every penny told a story.